Hi, it's the 6th of February 2018 at about 10:45 p.m. This video is I think the third in a series of videos that is a response to some comments I received from Jazz A, Intel if you like, and the main thrust of which was he was saying some ridiculous domestic violence laws out there. I'll briefly go over them in a moment, but the point I've been trying to make is that these laws have actually helped weaponise our women, and this is a minefield. And I'm really saying that a lot of our women are now like mines. They've been weaponised by somebody, and it's happened slowly over time. And these laws that Jazz cited are designed so you can't get out of them. And if you tread on them, they'll blow up. De facto by distance was one, where if she comes over, spends quality time with you, well then she has rights to your property. Okay, that's that simple. She doesn't want sex, that's okay. You don't want it, that's withholding affection. Okay, and if you don't want to have an argument, no, you're giving her the silent treatment. In Australia, at least, it's an offence. All right, because you didn't entertain her with an argument. Because they like a good argument, yeah. Okay, so I mean, I think that's, when Jazz told me all of that, I as he was telling me, I thought, yep, it's a minefield. Yep, we're definitely living in a minefield. We're living in a war zone. Somebody has brought war to us. We were living there in the field, and suddenly they've put all these mines around until we didn't know what the fuck's going on. Bang, boom, who put that mine there? But we've never really drawn a line in the sand and said, yeah, suddenly it's a war zone. It's been getting that way for a long time, but it's a war zone. So the point of this video is to ask the question, how did it spread? How did it go from being okay to live in there to suddenly there's all these mines? Not suddenly, over a period of time, but and as Jazz said, there's more and more and more and more. There's going to be 8 more coming on. They're just going to fill the thing with mines until you can't live there anymore. And this is what the mgtow say. Men, don't go in there, it's dangerous. Well, I mean, how do you say that to a married man? How do you say it to a lot of guys that, have to work, in the community and that sort of thing? They can't just walk out, right? That's the problem we've got. But that's what mgtow is saying. It's fucking dangerous. Make no mistake. They're mines. We're in a war, for God's sake. That's open your eyes and think. And that's what they're saying. There's nothing wrong with what they're saying. There are problems, the logistics of actually happening that way, but I'll address that later. The point of this video is, how the fuck did it spread? And the answer is, I don't fucking know, right? But what I consider, I don't know, I'll qualify that. I don't know exactly how it did, but I know a couple of things. Firstly, it seems to be that the media is just sort of smearing it everywhere, sort of softening in the ground. Just giving everybody the idea. I don't know, I don't watch TV, I don't listen to, so I don't know exactly what's happening, but it would be built into TV, okay? And that would be coming over slowly, men are useless, women have got to take over, men are useless, men are this, men are that, men are this, men. And from there, somehow, where the real damage happens is when one woman who's infected goes to another, and the infected one might have ditched the husband already, and probably already regretting it, thinking she can't get another boyfriend that's quite as good, it's just not the same. So, let's fuck up her little thing. So I've got a friend. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's how they do it. So it's sort of, let's have a cup of coffee sometime. Have a cup of coffee. Oh, is he like that? Is he like, is he like this? Yeah, so was mine. Yeah. And so they're steeped in this general, atmosphere of men are basically pricks, okay, useless. And so then it's supported by the female's friend, by the woman's friend. It might start off as a joke, and then it gets to, why don't you leave him? And look, it could even come from your children, from the man's children, female children. could, you know, it's not necessarily other adult friends. It can easily come from kids. Oh, Mum, you know, do you really need him? You know, we've got us, you know. Can't we lose him? He's a loser anyway. Okay. So, whoever, well, whatever, let's call it whatever scum is doing this, has caused this, because it's not healthy and productive. It's not improving anything. It's destructive. Okay? It's totally destructive. And us have been standing there thinking, yeah, hi, you know, good morning. And just, this is where we live. I'm going to work now. Yeah, bye. You know, and we're living in a minefield. We're slowly becoming a minefield. You know, the frog in the boiling water, that one. You know, that's what we are, frogs, and that's the boiling water. It's slowly getting hotter and hotter and hotter, and we don't realise it. Some of us do, mgtow do. And these vids are hoping to back up guys like Jazz and make it clear to you so that you understand in no uncertain terms what's going on, that it's a war zone. And I can't tell you how it's spread, but the point is it has spread like a cancer. All right? It's spread from one woman to the next. And there's a general environment, nice, somehow the media perhaps has created, or it could be through social services, or it could, you know, or schools and like teachers, you know, because this cultural Marxism, if it is indeed cultural Marxism, which I believe originated out of the USSR. Remember that one? It's gone now. Yeah, and you know, the KGB. We've had you know, there are vids on YouTube that, you know, where you've got KGB defectors explaining exactly how it's going to work. In 1970, those movies were taken. But the USSR has disappeared. Okay, it's gone. Russia doesn't want this. No, they don't want it. The USSR wanted it, and they're defunct, dead, died, 1989, finished, all over. So, but what the seeds that they've sown, I believe this is what's happened, the seeds that they've sown of cultural Marxism to defeat the West and to do exactly what they're doing are still going. It's still spreading. I mean, the root has died, but it's still spreading. Okay. If it is indeed them, I don't know if it is. How do I know? But it seems to fit, because it seems like some dirty, low-down mongrel has come up with an idea and they're spreading it. Because it's an awful, spreading, revolting thing to do to people, to sneak up on them and just, you know, convince their wife or their children to turn against them. What a low-down, scummy person. I'm sorry, I have no compassion for them at all. Yeah, so that's the takeaway from this vid. That's how they're spreading it from a number of places, and apparently they infected the police, social services, all sorts of different. You've got videos on YouTube that'll explain it all. Cultural Marxism. That's what Jace thinks it is. Cultural Marxism. And he's probably right, but that's not the point. The point is I'm trying to get here and make it very clear it's taken a long time to spread, right? But they've done it very effectively and slowly, very slowly, so we didn't realise it, okay? So it crept up on us. And we're not drawing a line in the sand and saying, fuck it, we're at war. We're still we still think that's friendly ground. You talk to any number of people about, overreacting a bit, aren't you? Don't be fucking stupid. Of course you can talk to women. What's your fucking problem? They still think it's friendly ground. They don't. Most of the population. No. I spoke to a guy last night. Good friend. No, it's bullshit. Fake news. I told him what Jace was saying. Nah, it's fake. No, it's all bullshit. No, they've got to have proof. They've got to do this, that. Okay. He hasn't actually been through what I've been through. I know they don't need proof. I've been there. I saw it. Yep, I didn't have a leg to stand on. Yeah, see? blew my leg off with a mine. But that's what this is. That's how it's spreading. It's a dirty sewer rat disease, like the plague. Okay, going from one to the next, but very, very slowly, so you don't realise it. Okay, that's all I want to say in this video, and I'll talk to you soon.